Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you folk? I am Brother Brian K. McNeill, and I'm going to be sitting in the big chair today because the pretty had to run off. She has to stand with her sister of hers because her son is returning to Source. And I'm going to sit here in her chair and operate this podcast without Lisa today. But normally Lisa will be in this seat and I'd be in that one right over here. But we're going to carry on because we have an interesting topic today. The topic for today: what is the value of arguing or debating? What is arguing or debating good for? Is there any value in arguing or debating? We're going to talk about that this morning. Actually, particularly this topic right here, I thought it'd been fun to do with Lisa. So I'm going to miss it today. So I need you guys to really help me because I was looking forward to the topic today. What is the value of arguing or debating? And we're going to be right. This mouse is not working. So I'm having to do stuff manually because I can't get the mouse to work. I need the mouse to work. Come on, mouse. Start working. There we go. All right, so we're going to, now in my household, Lisa's the technology person, not me. Okay, but so I'm going to have to run all the technology today without her here. That's going to be exciting, but we'll be right back in a moment.
Good morning, my name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Like.
All right, here we are. Good morning again. We're back at it again. Today's topic, I can't wait to get into it. I'm happy that you're here, Brother Craig. Good morning, Sister Susan. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. Help a brother out today. Today's topic, and I just ran to grab my coffee. Today's topic is, what is the value of arguing or debating? And it's also Friday Funnies. I've got the clips that I find funny. Now, last week I put 3 clips up there that not everybody thought was funny. And those people who didn't find my clips last Friday funny, those folks obviously have no sense of humor because my stuff is funny. Susan Kennedy says, you're missing half of you. You are so right, Susan. She also says, I think debating is good for you. It stretches your mind, especially if you choose the opposite of what you think. Amen. Amen. Craig said, good morning, Craig. He says, good morning, everyone. Have a great, blessed day and weekend on purpose and enjoy it to the fullest. That's submitted by my brother, Craig Sabb. Woo-hoo. Susan said, the mouse may need batteries. Actually, I just found out. I just had to click it off and on. How many times do things work better when you turn them off and then back on again? Is that a message about life? How many times do our lives end up working better when we take the time to turn it off, to stop working for a minute and then get back to it? Message. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. She says, grand rising to my favorite, awesome, and beautiful family. Good morning to you, Dr. Beverly, because you're a significant part of this family here. I'm going to do some Friday funnies, but the topic of the day that I want to talk about today is, what is the value of arguing or debating? You know, I did a study, Craig Sabb, I did a study about, you know who this country has always been led by? And it's been the case the whole history of the United States until 2017. Okay, that's the first time that I get my research. I found out, because I've done research on this before. I've done workshops on this before. What has always been the leaders of the world, and especially the United States? You know, the leaders, we have always chosen our leaders by whoever's the better speaker or writer. The speakers and writers have always been our leaders. How can you choose a leader from a debate? They assume whoever wins the debate is the better communicator, which is a better leadership trait, right? That has been the case all the time, except for 2016, when I watched Hillary Clinton kick Trump's ass 3 times in debates, but Trump won the election. It's because she wasn't popular, but she won, and there was, I think there was some rebounding from President Barack Obama. They won the opposite of him, and you can't get more opposite than Barack Obama than Trump. But anyway, Susan Kennedy says we have to turn ourselves off at night to start the next day. Yes, you're right. That's regularly true, but I also think, Susan, there's room for like turn off for real, like take some days off, like a trip or vacation or a mini vacation, that kind of turn off, I'm thinking. Woo! My first sip of coffee of the day. Now, this is Shout It Out Friday, so go ahead and shout out your business, shout out your cause. This is also Friday Funnies. I've got 3 clips that I found funnies, and we have a topic. What is the value of debating or arguing? Good morning, Dr. Deborah Dunstan. What is the value of debating or arguing? My mother says something. She's been with us now for a couple of weeks, and she's going to be here, period. But she said something about, she said this just last night. She goes, you two even argue polite. And it got me thinking, she thinks we argue in a polite way. I ain't never seen anybody argue so polite like you do. That's my mother speak. Okay. Dr. Deborah, I guess that means something to her. But we argue politely, in her opinion, because we're both communicators. And we both seek to understand the other person. We're not just trying to win the argument. I'm trying to understand why she's not agreeing with me, and she's trying to understand why I don't see her position. That's why it seems like we argue politely. The only thing I know, if I'm arguing with Lisa, she has to be at least partially right, because why would she be arguing with me? She has to have some validity point. So that's one thing I know if I'm arguing with my wife. Something in her side of the debate she thinks is right. But what we also know, not only there's something about where she's arguing is right, we also know that I am more right. Okay, that's certain. If we have an argument, whatever my position is, the one that's the more correct one. Obviously, you guys can see that, right? All right, so we have 3 Friday Funnies loaded up today. I think I'm going to run them at 9:10, 9:20, and 9:30, the Friday Funnies. Susan Kennedy says, no, you know that Lisa is more right. No. Susan, actually, it's true. You can even ask her. Well, she's not here. You can't ask her right now. But if she was here, you could ask her, and she'll tell you. Brother Craig said, you saying that because she's not here. Exactly, Craig. That's exactly my point. She's not here right now, so I can say these kinds of things. Craig, I'm glad you're here. In 2 minutes, I'm going to run the first clip of my choice for Friday Funnies. I got 3 clips that I think is funny. Dr. Deborah says, I believe that healthy arguing helps to build communication. I think you're right. There's Wilt Chamberlain. Some of you guys who know who Wilt Chamberlain is. He's one of the greatest basketball players in history. And he had like 3 autobiographies, and I read all of his books. And one of his books, he was talking about the kind of women he likes. Now, I'm not going to go into how many women he said he slept with, but the personality he likes. And he had this word that he invented that I think is kind of a cute word. He said he liked women who could give him good argumentation. And the way he described it was really just debate him or argue a point validly. But he called it argumentation, and that's not a real word, okay? But he liked the word. Someone who could give him an opposing viewpoint that allowed him to compete intellectually instead of just competing physically. Good argumentation. Craig says, LOL. So right now you win in the debate. I mean, you haven't heard any points coming from her. We've always in this country chosen our leaders based upon debating skills, communication skills. Although some of the people that didn't win elected office were probably better administrators. They probably were better at running things, but they didn't win the stage. They didn't win the optics, so they didn't win. I saw that. That was always the case in my life and the history of this country, except for during 2016 debates when Hillary won clearly all three debates, but Trump still got the office. All right, so it's 9:10. So I'm going to put on the first of what I consider funny clips, the Friday Funnies. Here's the first one. And
hey, what's going on?
It's mine, Daddy. Noah keeps taking away from me.
Noah, give it back.
No.
Noah, give it back.
No.
I said give it back now. Noah! Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry!
Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you all right?
Larry! Righto, what's going on here?
Oh, sir, I'm arrested. Oh.
The Slap, Part 2, coming soon to Fox.
All right, that was the first one I thought was funny. Okay. All right, that's the first one I thought was funny. Larry slaps everyone. Oh, man. Susan says, okay, Brian, we definitely have different taste in funnies. I did not like it at all. Susan, what's wrong with you, Susan? Craig says, Redman made a song about this, LOL. He also says, I love this one. People say, that's me if you... Wait, let me get back up. Craig says, I love this one. People say, that's me if you say something wrong to my daughter. Yeah. And Redman made a song about this video. Craig thought it was funny. Uzama says, good morning. Good morning, Uzama. We have a good topic today. We're doing Friday Funnies on the 10s, 9:10, 9:20, 9:30. But the first topic is, what is the value of arguing or debating? And of course, it's still Shout It Out Friday. Brother Uzama, good morning to you. He says, unlock the ultimate online experience at gobuyMyStuff.com. Dive into a world where marketing services meet Bitcoin. Education, where online shopping deals come with cash back, and where cell phone savings and password protection and elevate your digital life. Everything you need, all in one place. Visit gobuyMyStuff.com and transform how you shop. Learn and secure your online world. Don't miss out. There you go, Brother Uzama. This is Shout It Out Friday, and you should shout it out. That robot slapping people was not funny. That wasn't a robot. His name was Larry. I thought it was funny. It made me laugh. And it's one of the most popular skits in YouTube history. Good morning, Shirley Dejanette White. I'm so happy that you're here. No, this is not an optical illusion. Lisa's not here today. And I wanted my baby to be here today. She forgot. She had a funeral to attend, a homegoing to attend. So that's what she is. So part of our lives is ministry. Part of our lives is supporting of friends. There are times when Lisa got to go be minister. There are times when I have to go be minister. So she's doing that this morning. Bless Lisa and her friends and that family right now in need. Good morning again, Shirley. Emily says, please pray for me. I had some major water damage to my house last night. Heavenly Father, come on. Last night, due to a faulty water pipe on the back of my toilet. I was freaking out so much. Yeah, that's something to be prayed for, because you didn't cause that problem. You weren't looking for that problem, but it's here in front of you. And now you got to deal with it. So bless Sister Emily in that situation. I pray that it gets restored like it was before or even better. I'm sorry you have to deal with it, my sister, today, but you do. Susan Kennedy says, I finally found all of you. Good morning, all. Good morning again, Susan. She found her peeps. She found, Emily. I will definitely pray for you. Craig Zav says, to me, the value of debating is to get your point across and also see where the other side is coming from. And maybe you'll be able to compromise and come to an agreement. I like that point, Craig, and I'm going to tell you why. I am of the opinion if both sides argue their position competently, a truth will come out and that you wouldn't have found any other way. So I'm not afraid of an argument or debate. Dr. Deborah says, Dr. Deborah Dunstan, business funding strategist, helping businesses attract and connect to the money they need, grants, government contracts, and business loans and credit. Dr. Deborah Dunstan is expanding her belt to include another service, helping businesses get funding that they need. Kudos to you, Dr. Deborah Dunstan, because why not? Why not grow? Why not expand? Why not add? That's right. Shirley Jeanette said, Emily, she's praying for you. So that's another thing, too. Brother Dwight Robinson, good morning to you, sir. I'm flying solo today. We got a good topic. The value of debating or arguing. That's one thing. We're also doing Friday Funnies. We just showed the first one at 9:10. I got something else that I find funny at 9:20. I'm going to show in 4 minutes. Sister Susan Kennedy's not going to get the joke because she don't find nothing funny. Susan, what could be more funny than Larry smacking everybody at the cookout? That was hilarious. To include the cat and every police officer that showed up. I've seen it several times, and it makes me laugh every time. Emily says, things like this should happen on a Monday, not this close to the weekend. You're right, Emily. It shouldn't have happened today. Susan Kennedy says, on Brian's page, I was the only one there, so I went to YouTube and LinkedIn, and still there wasn't anyone. Finally thought of Lisa's page. We are working to correct that, Sister Susan. We are building a hub where all our stuff could be, that we own it. We're not going to be under the whim of Facebook or anybody else. It's just going to be something that we own. We're investing a lot of money right now into our business, a lot of time and energy. We're in a growth stage right now in my house. Susan Kennedy says, Dr. Deborah Dunstan, I'd like to connect about funding. Well, you know how to connect with her. You know how to reach out to her and touch her. Dr. Beverly says the value of arguing or debating, to listen, to hear the other person's point, feelings, intentions, and confusion. If you are debating or arguing, find out first if the person you are debating or arguing is worth the energy. Amen to that. Wasted time cannot be returned. That's the one thing you can't get back, time. If you lose money, you can replace money. You can replace money. You can replace things. If something gets broken or lost or even stolen, that thing can be replaced. Your time cannot. That's why we should value our time above all. We should value our time above everything. If you value life, if you value your life itself, value your time. That's how important time is. That's why you don't waste time with, like Dr. Beverly says, waste time arguing with someone that's not worth arguing with. Good morning, Sister Sheila Gothard. How you doing this morning, Sheila? Y'all see Brother Man trying to do this thing by himself. I ain't got no Lisa with me today because she has to go serve. So, and I just found out this morning that Lisa had to go serve. So I'm flying solo, got to do this thing. But we're going to get it through. Our topic today, what is the value of arguing or debating? We're also doing Friday Funnies. I did one at 9:10. That was hilarious. I got something coming in 1 minute at 9:20 that I also find funny. And maybe you will too. So I'm going to show that in 1 minute's time. Dr. Deborah says, connect with me through a DM, or she puts her phone number there, 240-392-5838. Dr. Deborah has put her phone number in this feed. maybe it'll be safe because it's just our kind of people getting it. Shirley DeJohnette Wyatt says, if you have thousands of pictures on your phone, which everyone does, computer and tablet, also in boxes, contact me at forever.com/ambassador/Shirley Wyatt. And she also submits her phone number. Shirley DeJohnette Wyatt can help to organize your life. Here we go with the second edition of Friday Funnies. Let's get it in. I find this funny too. Okay.
You just lost yourself a customer. You think I own this business? You think I own IKEA? I'm a part-time employee halfway through a 2-week notice. I don't give a shit. I'm telling all my friends not to shop here. Tell them. You think I want 5 other yous running around the store? Have them call me, I'll tell them. You think you hate this place more than me? I work here. I know the sale ended last week, but can I still get a discount? Do you hear yourself? We can't go backwards. Time marches on. You want the sale from 15 years ago, too? When's it end, Diane? You want that price? You're going to have to go through the quantum realm with Ant-Man. Do you know how much money I spend here? More than you should. Meatballs ain't that good. Save your money. End my time. Doesn't matter how much you spend here. We don't thank our donors. This isn't PBS. Every time I come here, my order gets messed up. Then stop coming. Make my day. Every time you come here, your order's messed up. Sounds like you're making the mistake. Look inward. You're ordering the wrong shit. I'd like to speak to your manager. I'd like to speak to your mother. Tell her she should be embarrassed. She raised someone to act like a baby in public. You want to speak to the manager, please? Manager doesn't know what's going on. Haven't you ever worked anywhere before? I know that's not right. I used to work here. Well, things change. Sorry they didn't run it by you first. To work here. Well, I used to be happy. Then you walked in. Can you just check in the back? Can you just accept we don't have it? The back ain't some magical place. What do you think is back there? Santa's workshop? The only thing back there is a clipboard with our schedules and some brownies Darcy brought in. The website said it was in stock. And what do your eyes say? Sometimes it's wrong. The website also has pictures of employees smiling. You see that? You should go yell at your computer instead of me. It'll get you the same result. Nothing. This is cheaper at other stores. Then shop there. Why are you here? You need directions? I'll get you some. I'll call you an Uber. Cheaper at other stores. I don't set the prices. I'm a seasonal employee. You working hard or hardly working? I'm hardly laughing. I'm already at work. I don't have time for a second job pretending you're funny. Why don't you tell me something I don't hear every day? Like, thank you. You should open up more registers. And who's going to work them? You think I'm the only one ringing you up because I called dibs? You want me to clone myself? Or you saying you want to apply?
You think I called
dibs? We're shorthanded. Where's your resume? I can't believe they have you working Thanksgiving. I can't believe you're shopping. Why do you think I'm here? It's because of you. I have to stand here for 15 hours so you can yell at me instead of your family. I work retail. I don't even remember what Thanksgiving is. The customer is always right. About what? How to piss me off? You think you're God because you went shopping? You're not infallible, Susan. You're at the mall. Always right. That's why you're on your 9th try hitting the button for credit. Do you have any coupons for me? That's what I ask you. We all have our roles to play. What, you think you just found a cheat code for the store? Oh yeah, I keep a few 100% offs back here for the smart customers. Bring your own. Didn't scan? Must be free, and you must be out of your mind. To think you're the first person to say that. You're not even the first one today. Don't worry about the scan. I'll type in the product code and charge you double. I swear, I fake laugh at this job so much, I forget how my real one sounds.
Right. Get ready.
You're open for 10 more minutes? I'll be quick. Quickly move into the exit? This ain't a basketball game. We're not playing to the buzzer. You had the choice to hold a bunch of minimum wage workers hostage or go shopping tomorrow. You chose wrong. Get out.
What's wrong with me?
Do you work here? Obviously, yes. How many people you know wear a name tag recreationally? What, do you think I'm behind the counter because I got lost? Do I work here? No, I'm just dressed like this because I'm going to the midnight premiere of IKEA the movie.
All right. We're going to stop.
Hey, Meta, take a photo.
I thought Scott Sykes was funny. This guy, Scott Sykes, he started doing these IKEA employee videos, turned into a movie deal. He was in the movie Cocaine Bear. Let's catch up the comments. Good morning, Sheila. Can I connect with you? Saucony Prince is in the room. Good morning, sir. He does put his link, sauconyprince.com/heal. Sheila Goblin says, now this is funny. The next one I show in 5 minutes at 9:30, Lisa thought was funny. I didn't think Lisa was going to think the next one I thought was funny, but the next one I'm going to show at 9:30, Lisa thought was hilarious. Dr. Deborah says, we don't thank our donors. Sheila Goblin said, this is funny. Shirley's laughing. Sheila says, brownies that Darcy bought in. That's what's in the back. Then shop there. Good morning, Lena Janelle. Happy that you're here. We did Friday Funnies at 9:10, 9:20. We're going to do it again at 9:30 in 4 minutes. Saucony Prince says, because today's topic is the value of arguing or debating. He says, the worst thing you can do is ignore someone. Even if you are arguing with someone, that means you care enough about their opinion to want to change it. Let me tell you, he's right. When you get to that okay stage, instead of arguing, you what? Okay. Okay. Nah, I ain't gonna argue. I ain't gonna stress. Okay. That means you finished caring about it, and this thing is going to crash and burn. This thing is done. Okay. I'm not gonna argue. Okay. Craig Sabb says, call me to help protect what matters most. Residential or commercial, I'll set you with the right security system. So don't delay. Call Craig Sabb today. He puts his phone number in there. Free quotes, referral fee of $100, $150 to my Empowerment Duo family. If you refer me to a friend or family that ends up doing business with him, he's going to bless you with money. He says, thank you and have a blessed day. Uzama says he was going in. Dr. Beverly says, this guy does not need to be in customer service, but I love his comebacks. I would hire him just so I could laugh. This one, Brian, is real. Like this one. She likes this one. I'm telling you, the one I'm going to play in 3 minutes, Lisa liked too. I was surprised that Lisa liked it, but she laughed at this, the third one, the most. So we put that one last. Shirley Dejanette Wyatt says, great morning, Lena Janelle. Book is in the mail. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now, Shirley Dejanette Wyatt is different. When Shirley Dejanette Wyatt says something is in the mail, believe her. Most of the time, this is a life lesson. When someone says something is in the mail, do not believe it. It's at their house. It's not in the mail. That's one of the famous lies of life. We should do that, a topic one time, the famous lies of life. It's in the check is in the mail is a famous lie. Oh God, there's some not so clean ones too. There's some dirty famous lies. You can't get pregnant the first time. We're just gonna talk. We're just gonna talk. Lena Janelle says, wow, thank you, Shirley. That's right. Well, you wouldn't believe it. She said it's in the mail, however long it takes to get from where she sent it to your home. That's how long it's going to take for you to get it because she said it's in the mail. Lena Janelle says, thank you again. That is. Thank you again. That is. That's right, because Shirley's blessed her before with a book. She can bless her with something else. Something else. Friday Funnies, shout it out Friday. That's right. And get yourself ready for your weekend. We just already talked about it earlier today. What happens when you recharge? Turn something off. This daggone mouse wasn't working this morning. And then I pressed the button to turn it off and pressed the button to turn it back on. And now it's flying across the screen. It just needed to be started over. Susan said, that's why we go to sleep at night. That's true. But we also need to take some time for trips. I got a trip. I'm taking Lisa on a day trip next Wednesday. She don't know where she's going, but I've already spent the money on it. I've already made the reservations for it. So right after the broadcast next Wednesday, the 31st, I'm going to take my wife in the car. She don't know where she's going, but she knows it's gonna be something fun because I planned it for her. Okay. Shirley says she sent her my new book. Brian came in Mastering Sales Language. I believe Lena has that book already, but now she'll have another one. Okay. Mastering Sales Language. Eliminate these 21 harmful phrases and embrace words that sell. That book has done amazing things so far. Hallelujah. Thank you, God, and thank you guys as well. Shirley Jeanette Wise says, that is so sweet, Brian K. McNeill. Well, everyone always says how sweet I am. Oh, it's 9:30. It's time for the third edition of our Friday Funnies. Again, this is one that Lisa found funny.
So we're going to start with words that end in AN. You yell out a word, I'll write it down. Let's see how many we can get. Go!
Fan.
Fan! There's a good one. Man, that's another one.
Lesbian.
Words that end in AN. Anyone? Words ending in AN.
Lesbian.
Okay, I heard pan. Good.
No, Faith said lesbian.
All right, no big deal. They said lesbian. Hold on. Good, we'll write that down. Just a word. Not a big deal, but we'll move on. We'll get some other ones.
What is a lesbian, sir?
What's your word? How do you... All right. If you liked another girl, that could be...
I like Olivia. Am I a lesbian?
Well, if you like Olivia, you could be, sure.
I like Olivia. I love Olivia. I like Olivia too. Am I a lesbian?
No, it doesn't work that way, Philip. You can never be a lesbian.
No fair. I want to be a lesbian. Me too.
We can all be lesbians. Okay, let's just move on. Let's try words that end in ON.
Prostitution.
What did you say?
Prostitution. What is prostitution?
What is prostitution? Let's say prostitution is when you work in the street and you get paid.
I want to do prostitution.
No. All right. Moving on to words that end in RE, but let me just have a second here. So shout out words that end in RE.
Crack whore.
So we're going to start with words that end in AN. You yell out a word, I'll write it down. Let's see how many we can get. Go!
Fan.
Fan! There's a good one. Man, that's another one.
All right. I couldn't figure out how to expand it, Sheila. But for some reason that cracked Lisa up. Okay. I did 3 editions of Friday Funnies. Larry slapping everybody. We did the guy at IKEA, and now we did the words that end in AN. Lesbian. That was a nightmare for that teacher. That was a nightmare moment. Oh God, how do I want to handle this here? You got this circle of polite kids. What's a lesbian? If you like another girl, another woman, I love Olivia. Can I be a lesbian? I like Olivia too. Can I? That was a nightmare moment for him. I'm sorry, Sheila. I couldn't figure out how to expand the screen right there. Craig, I will get to your card if I can, because I'm flying solo, man. And Shirley told Lena, give it to someone else who needs it. Craig says, Brian, can you do a card? Shirley thought it was funny. Craig said, I'm dying. Sheila puts her stamp on it, says, yes, that was funny too. I did 3 hilarious skits today, Sheila. 3. So I chose the ones last week. I did all the ones today. Craig Sapp says, I want to be a lesbian. That's actually an old bar joke. It's a bar joke, you know. And this real country guy goes to the city for the first time. He grew up in rural areas of the country all the time for the first time. He goes to a bar in New York City for the first time. And he's, you know, he's a grown up. You know, he goes to the bar. He sees 2 attractive women sitting at the bar, and he goes up to the ladies. Says, "How you doing, ladies? Can I buy y'all a drink?" And one of the ladies says, "No, you don't want to buy us a drink. We're lesbians." She goes, "Well, what's the lesbian?" "Well, we only have sex with other women." And he goes, "Bartender, 3 drinks for us lesbians." Dun-dun-dun. For us lesbians. Dr. Belly said, that last one, not so funny. Those kids are spewing out what they heard at home. See, Dr. Beverly, that's not the point. You are trying to analyze the joke. You're supposed to just laugh at the joke. If you're analyzing the joke, it ain't going to be funny. If it's a joke, just ha it and don't analyze it. Analyzing the joke. Dr. Dever says you can get in trouble as a teacher. Let me tell you, for many years, I did youth messages in churches. And there was this one time I was too risky. I was too risky one time because I had, what happens is in the church, they would do this thing called Talks with Tots to Teens. Talks with Tots to Teens, what they called it. So they'd have Brother Brian up front of the church and they'd bring all the young kids up front of the church and I would tell them a parable story is what I would do. And there was one time there, I crossed the line. And now the pastor of the church was Paul Anderson and his wife is Tina Anderson. Okay, so I got all these kids in front of me and I said to them, do you know who Tina Anderson is? And I was wanting them to say she's the first lady of this church. And the kids like, yes, we know who Tina is. And I said this dumb question. I says, what do you know about Tina Anderson? You know, that's not such a horrible question. What do you know about Tina Anderson? And I put the mic out like that. And one little girl, probably 7 or 8 years old, she sleeps with Pastor. God. I recovered. I guess you're right, but I remember I wasn't going to do that no more. She yelled out, she sleeps with Pastor. Oh, Brian. Oh, got to be careful because kids are going to be honest and they're going to be transparent. Dr. Beverly says, not. Okay, fine. Dr. Beverly says, I'm going to sketch you, Shirley. Send me a picture, please. I love you, Shirley, but I can't be a lesbian because I like men too much, LOL. And she would say emojis. Yes, I have that book already, but I will gift it to my little cousin who genuinely needs it. That video was hilarious. I'm a part-time art teacher. I've witnessed students saying stuff like this. Bless their innocent little hearts. Yes, Dr. Beverly, Dr. Deborah, that actually happened to me. She says, oh no. Yes, that was true. Oh, she sleeps with Pastor. Oh, wow. So let me give this a shot real quick. It's 9:37. I'm going to do the greeting songs with your help. I just pulled, Lisa got a stack of her cards here, and I just pulled one. Okay. And it says, this is an I will card. I will fulfill my destiny. I will fulfill my destiny. The corresponding scripture is Romans 8:29. That's the card for you, Craig. This is from the Amazing Mindfulness Cards deck. I will fulfill my destiny. Sister Sheila says, she says it's a good thing you were referring to his wife. That would have been horrible. Oh, if I wasn't. That would have been terrible. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm going to keep Friday Funnies going because I think they're fun. And I needed them today because my pretty wife is not here today. But Sheila, did you ever submit your funnies that you thought we should share? Did anybody else have Friday funny clips? You guys watch YouTube as well. Y'all got some short clips. I ran one clip that was a bit long today. The IKEA guy was like almost 5 minutes, but I thought they were all hilarious. And it's funny how those clips from the IKEA guy got into my head because I find myself repeating them. Like, I'll be quick. What, to waste my time? Oh, you going to hold some minimum wage workers hostage? That guy used those clips that he made and got an acting job. You know, he got an actual movie deal because of those clips. Craig Sabb says, thank you. I must say you're doing a pretty good job today. Lisa will be proud of you. Thank you for saying so, Craig. We all need encouragement. We all need encouragement, especially people who are doing a good job or people who are strong. Check on your strong friends, y'all. That's my admonition. Check on your friends that you think got it all going on. They in pain too. All of life is suffering. All of life is doing its best it can. Thank you, Craig, for saying so. Shirley DeJeanette Wyatt says, Lena Janelle, I know you're going to give it to someone who needs it. That needs it. Brian read it wrong. Okay. I stand corrected. You know, I've made mistakes in my life. There was the first big mistake I ever made in my life. I've shared it on here before. I'll share it to you now. It was that time when I thought that I was wrong about something, but I was wrong about that. Oh, I hate to admit it. It was that time I thought I was wrong, but I was mistaken. Ugh. I know what you're thinking. I know. Sheila Gotham said, I did. I sent it to Lisa. Most had bad language, so I didn't submit those. Okay. Shirley DeJeanette Wise says, great job, Brian K. McNeill. Thank you very much. Lisa says, Emily Nelson, she's praying for you. Lisa, she's in a place where she can check out the show. Lisa, I don't know how much of the show you caught today, but we was talking cash junk about you behind your back. Right, y'all? Right? Oh, man, this morning I have a 10:30 appointment that's kind of important to me. I'm going to have to put on a dress shirt and maybe even a tie for this meeting. It's a big business meeting. It's going to be virtual, but I've been looking forward to this meeting all week because I'm going to be kind of interviewed for something big that I want to take part of. So I'm not going to show up in this shirt on. I'm going to put on something more professional. So this show ends at 9:52. So I'm going to have to hustle in there, put on a dress shirt, make myself a fresh cup of coffee, and get to my desk and be ready to go, focused. That's my morning at 10:30 today. And it's nice to have something to look forward to. It's nice to have meetings that you're looking forward to. It's nice to be working towards a thing. I think that adds juice and energy to your life. And I got one of those things this morning at 10:30. So lift me up at 10:30, y'all. Lena Janelle says, I will submit a PG-rated comedy clip next week. I am a student of humor. Oh, that was sweet. So sweet, Craig. She says, Brian, you are doing a great job. I agree. Thank you very much. And miss you, Lisa. Yeah, we miss Lisa. Craig Sabb says, Shirley DeJeanette White says, we miss you, Lisa. Santiago McNeill. Craig Sabb says, nope, wouldn't let that happen, Lisa. Not here. Lisa not here, but we got your back. He wouldn't let us talk junk about Lisa because he's her friend. He's her friend. Your friend will defend you even if you're not there. That's your real friend. Man, I was in a grocery store in Greensboro. You know, we've been hosting the men's meeting. The men's meeting that we do used to be only in person, and it went virtual during the pandemic. But before that, it was in person. And my pastor Kevin Webb, was a great friend of mine. We were good friends. We were close. We hung out together. We played basketball together. Went to the gym together. We were good friends, my pastor and I. And I was in a grocery store, and there was a man there that bumped into me. He had only been to this men's meeting a couple of times. And he goes, what's up, man? What's up? Chilling. He goes, yeah, man, Pastor Kevin Webb, man, he ain't all that, man. He ain't everything he chalked up to be. And I was like, whoa. You're not doing that. You're not going to talk about Kevin Webb like that in front of me. Well, I know the guy, and I think he is all of that. So you're not going to get away with talking junk about him behind his back to me. Okay, I don't see it like that. I shut him down. You're not going to talk junk about my friend to me. What am I supposed to do? Agree with you? No. Hell no. So Craig is defending Lisa because he's her friend. He ain't going to let nobody talk junk about Lisa behind her back. No, not your friends ain't going to do that. Let somebody talk junk about Dr. Deborah around me. I kick their butts. That's what friends should do. It's 9:44. It's time for us to do what we do. I appreciate your compliments. I appreciate your encouragement. Doing the greeting songs without Lisa does give me trepidation every time. It's only been a few times I've had to do it because I know, we rely on each other's brains. We don't have no teleprompter here. We have to remember it together. And sometimes I need her prompt and she needs my prompt. But I'm going to do it as good as I can because that's the kind of guy I am. If this is your first time here, Craig says, correction, she's not my friend. She's my big sister. Amen to that. Now, if this is your first time here, what we're about to do is say thank you to our consistent contributors. The contributors are people who put stuff in the comment section that we can read. This podcast is run by contributions. And the way we say thank you is with greeting songs and with greeting logos. Lena Janelle says, Brian, one of the things I now admire of you and Lisa is that you both have committed to this show every day, every week for 7 years is what she said. Actually, we're into our 9th year. I've only been doing a podcast for half a year, and I've been on break for months. I love y'all's consistency. A lot of people, thank you, Lena, for saying so. A lot of people marvel, especially other podcasters. They marvel that we do this 5 days a week. The way we look at it, to make it work for us, is we look at it just as if it was a regular job, like if we were a school teacher. The school teacher has to show up to work every day at a certain time. If we were an office worker or whatever job, you have a schedule, they show up every day. That's how we look at it too. So that's why we can do it. Sheila says, you can forego my song. I have a hard stop for a meeting. I'm not going to forego your song. You showed up. I'm going to do it anyway. Craig says, Lisa Santiago, McNeill, good morning. Hope you're having an amazing morning on purpose and enjoy it to the fullest. Lisa Santiago says, Sheila Gothard, he's doing the best he can and he's awesome. So let's give it a shot. Let's go for it. Okay. Up first today is Susan Kennedy. Susan, you're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful. That was Susan's jam. Craig Saab, he has a song and a logo. Craig Saab, 1,000 degrees, you'll be on your knees and you'll be burning, begging, please. Brother Freeze, Craig, let me borrow your VCR so I can dub a tape. That's Craig's jam right there. Dr. Beverly, uniquely taking over Thomas, has a powerful logo and it goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. And Dr. Beverly, good morning to you and the rest of your crew. That's Dr. Beverly's jam right there. I did Susan. Pardon. All right, Emily Nelson. Oh, Emily. And you came and you gave without taking. Oh, Emily. That's her jam right there. I did Craig's. Uzama Ra. I'm not going to do the dance that Lisa do, Craig, but he's the Bitcoin king. He's the Bitcoin king. Uzama, Bitcoin king. He's the Bitcoin king. Uzama Ra. That's his jam right there. Shirley DeJohnette. Wyatt will rock you. Rock you. Shirley DeJohnette. Wyatt will rock you. Rock you. That's Shirley's jam right there. Craig Saab, we did him already. Dr. Deborah, nonprofit healing and manifestation coach. She's also, now she's a funding facilitator as well. That's right. We did that. We did that one. We did Sheila Gothard. Sheila. Storms are brewing in her eyes. Oh, that's Sheila Gothard's jam. I hope she was still here to hear it. Saccone Prince, we don't have a jam for him. We can go Saccone. Storms are... No, we're not going to do that. Lena Janelle. Lena Janelle, baby. We gets high off her art. Don't know how to behave. Ooh, that's Lena's jam right there. Let's keep it going. Anybody else? Did Craig, Sheila Gothard, Dr. Deborah, Lena. I don't look. I missed anybody yet. Susan Kennedy. Okay. All right. And Susan Kennedy said, I really love that song. I'm glad you do. Lena says, do it, Brian, with exclamation point. Craig says, say hello to Mr. Z. I'm working with him, and he's listening and said hello. Hello, Mr. Z. Good morning. You hanging out with our friend, Craig Saab. Good morning, Mr. Z. Shirley Jeanette White, miss you too. Yes, Lisa said that about Shirley. Shirley says, have a blessed day. Lisa, Dr. Deborah says, I like that, Brian. Yes, and funding facility, funding something, a funding resource too. Mm-hmm. We did it. We made it through all of them. We got 2 minutes left. Woo! I got to get my head right because I want to be good at 10:30 today. And this thing about me, on those moments when I really want to be good, when I really want to shine, praise God, but I can. I can lock in. I can focus. I can show up in my best version of myself. So I'm going to be doing that at 10:30 this morning. I went through yesterday and yesterday's busyness all day long. I didn't hardly get a chance to take a nap yesterday, so I didn't do a cigar yesterday. Oh, the nightmare, the tragedy. I didn't do a cigar for a whole day. So now my brain, the way I work is I'm looking for a pocket of time today where I could take 2 hours clear, stop what I'm doing, and have me a cigar. I want one early in the day as I can do it. That's my goal. That's my thing. My meeting at 10:30 is probably going to last 30, 45 minutes. That's all. But I want to be good. What are you looking forward to? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Now, that was a bit of poetry that I just made up on the spot. Actually, no, that wasn't just me. That was Diana Ross. Do you know where you're going to? Do you look behind? It was this. Man, y'all know the song. Do you know? Lena Janelle says, we miss Lisa, but you handled it, BKM. Good luck and favor to you on the meeting. I claim favor for us all. Lena, I love what you just said because Lena said she claims favor for us all. She's taken all of us and she's taken ownership for all of us, all the good things, any good thing that happens to any one of us. That's how I'm putting in. That's the meaning I'm putting behind Alina. Any good thing that happens to any one of us is a good thing happened to all of us because that's how she's encompassing it. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but that's the meaning I'm choosing to ascribe to what our sister Lena just said. This is Friday. A lot of people don't even work on Fridays, or they halfway work on Fridays. I'm encouraging you to recognize that Friday's a work day too. For those of you who don't really work on Fridays, you're 20% less effective during the week. You're giving away 20% of your productive time. Friday's a good day. It's a work day too. Work on Friday and enjoy your weekend. That's what I'm going to say to you. Sunday night, my pretty wife and I, we're going to go to a show. We're going to go to a live jazz show on Sunday night. Just Lisa and I. We're going to get our jazz on. Now, only reason we're going to a jazz show is Lisa happens to know the singer on Sunday night because I love jazz. And my wife is lukewarm to jazz. But we're going to go to this one because we know the singer. So we're going to go do that and support. And I'm looking forward to that as well. All right, y'all. God bless you guys. Don't forget to have sex and have a great weekend.